record. Okay, it's recording. So real quick, I know we post a lot of this in our team page, so it's probably going to be double up, but just for some people who may not see those posts, because I know groups can sometimes be tricky. Why am I hearing feedback? Hold on. Is everybody muted? I could hear an echo. I just know that sometimes in groups, we aren't always seeing everything. I'm hoping that everybody's seeing everything in the team page, but I just want to go over May specials real quick. For those of you who don't know that May and June are free for all months. Oh my gosh, Chelsea, is that your binder? That is huge. I don't know if you guys can see. I can see everybody on my screen. I don't know if you guys can. Chelsea just carried over a binder that looked, oh my Lord, woman. Is your life in that thing? Okay, so May and June are the free for all months. I'm sure we all know this because we're all trying to get to level 3. The 3 levels are, which is super exciting because they actually lowered the amount from last free for all, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. They did. Okay, Chelsea's shaking her head. Level 1 is $750 in sales. Level 2 is $1,500, and level 3 is $3,000. And if you hit that, if you hit the 3,000 both months, you will get all of the fall products. So you want to try your best to hit those sales goals, because if you're a director, you already get the director samples for free, which is sometimes it's all of them. Sometimes they pick and choose which ones they want to give us. But most times they do send all of them to us for free. So a perk of being a director and earning both, you could literally get double of the products. So I really wanted to talk about the new consultant special because there was, and I know Jen pointed this out to me, I'm not part of the PC Strong Start group. A lot of people are though, and I believe it was last week, Jen, that Stacia posted that, or when was it?
Yeah, it was, I believe, like the first or second day in May.
Okay, so there was a video that was going around with wrong information, unfortunately. It's in the process of being fixed. So the way that the new consultant kit this month will work, if the lowest you can get it for is $29.50. And how that works is, as a host, if they earn the $50 kit credit, it would be $50 off the $109. So they would be paying $59. And in their first 30 days, if they reach $12.50, they will get that half price kit rebate, which is $29.50 back. So basically they would be spending $29.50. If you guys are hearing somewhere in the woodworks, I know we're all part of different groups, sometimes like the virtual party success group or other groups. If you see someone posting about the special, they can get it for $4.50, just know that is not true. There was a video going around. It was a mistake. Somebody said something, wrong information. That is not true. So if you hear the $4.50, just know that it's not true. Lowest you can get it would be $29.50. But I just wanted to clear that up. Okay, diving right in because we only have so little time tonight. And my apologies, you guys. I totally spaced that my son had baseball tonight. And I know there's a basketball game on for some of you who are Blazers fans, so I apologize. I wanted to talk about bookings real quick because I just had a post, I want to say like 4 days ago that I posted, and I have been getting huge results. Like I think I'm up to 9 bookings just off of this one post that I did. So you guys can choose to do it, choose not to. You can kind of tweak it a little bit. I know Chelsea has also had some pretty good results with it. What I am doing is I posted a little picture that says like pick a number. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. Pick a number between 1 and 25. And in my post, I'm saying, let's see, I have it up. Hold on. Okay, so in my post, I say, if you love Pampered Chef, comment below with a number between 1 and 25. I will have a special gift offer for each of you who comment. And I also put on there no consultants, just so we don't have to tell our consultants that we're not giving them a gift. So when I send a message to these people, what I am saying, I'm running my own little special. You guys can choose to do something similar. I know Chelsea's doing something similar, but she's giving a little bit different of an incentive. So what I am doing is I'm offering everybody who hosts a party for me in May the chance to be entered to win a free quick cooker. Now, a lot of you might be like, oh my gosh, that's a huge item. So like I said, you can choose a different item if you want to do that. But I'm also saying, so I will read to you what I am messaging every single person. I say, hey, I have an amazing gift offer for you. How would you like to be entered to win a free quick cooker valued at $240 by being a host of an online party this month? By saying yes, you not only get entered to win the quick cooker, but I will automatically be gifting you a set of our extremely popular paring knife sets. What do you say? Want to grab some friends and party? I had over, I think, 50 people comment on my thing, and I booked 9 parties out of those 50, which is a lot higher rate than we're like, what, it's every 10 people you talk to, basically you're going to get 1 yes. By offering them this extra incentive, they're like, oh, that's a smoking deal. And I'm kind of doing a little bit of trickery on my part, because with me offering the quick cooker, when I draw that raffle winner at the end of the month, because I'm going to do it on the last day of the month, I'm also going to offer the person who I'm giving the quick cooker away to a chance to start their own business, because the quick cooker is in the summer start kit. So what I'm going to do is whoever wins it, I'm going to also say, hey, you're the winner, but if you'd like to start a Pampered Chef business today, I'll help you do that because I'm going to be paying for their quick cooker. And the 109 is actually cheaper than our discount for the quick cooker, so it kind of worked out. But Chelsea, I know, is having really good luck. She decided to tweak the post a little bit, and she added the graphic to a picture of the waffle puff pan. And Chelsea, are you also doing the similar raffle to win, but also giving them a free gift for just for hosting?
Yeah, I basically, I'm using the same wording that you're using. I just am given the paring knife set. I just changed it to a waffle pan instead, just because we have so many friends, mutual friends on Facebook. That way, you know, it wasn't like the same post that everybody was seeing. And that's, I mean, so I had within an hour yesterday of posting it, I had 3 parties. So yeah, because so I started this month with 4, and then I had 2 cancel and 1 change to next month. So I was like 1 party. And so I was panicked, and I messaged Danny. And then after just doing that post yesterday, I have 2 in-home parties, which one is a fundraiser. And then I have 6 virtual parties now, and then 4 parties for later, like for June and July. So
that's amazing.
and that was just within that 1 day from that 1 post.
Yeah. And so I've actually gotten a lot of people who are also like, well, I really just can't this month. Like, if you're ever offering something like this again, let me know. And I'm trying to keep them, because they are interested, I'm trying to keep them interested in booking a party with me. So I offer to get them in on a different date, but I still offer them a chance to win something. It's just not the big prize this month, because that's only for this month's hosts for me. So a couple of people have said, yeah, how about June or July or something like that? And then I just throw in like maybe a $20 item instead of the paring knife set. But for those of you who are like, well, I don't know if I'm able to like offer a gift or anything, we could totally come up with a way around that if you want. But maybe at a later time we can go over something like that. But it has really, really been working for us. And honestly, by the time you have like 8 or 9 parties booked, even if those are just qualifying parties, you're getting like 1,800 or more in sales. So it's really, really beneficial. So like I said, you don't have to go huge with an item. It could just be something like a simple item that you guys love. like maybe the pasta cooker. And I mean, those are pretty lower priced items. So if that's something you want to do, like I said, it's no pressure. I also wanted to touch base real quick because, and I'm really hoping that she's going to talk. She's really nervous about it, but don't be nervous because we're all family here. Someone on our team, she's very brand new, but she is having some like serious results, guys, with her parties. High sales, high activity. So I kind of wanted to see if she would share a little bit. Vicki, I'm going to unmute you if I can. It's not letting me. Hold on. Are you with us, Vicki?
I'm here. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you. Can you guys hear her? Yes? Okay. So Vicki signed up. Was it last month you signed up, Vicki?
Well, officially it was in March, but then we went on vacation to Disneyland. It had been planned for months, so I was gone for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So April was my first real month.
But you have been seeing like major results in your parties, like high sales. Pretty much almost every single one of your parties has been over $600, right?
Yes.
So what do you think, like, are you host coaching? Do you use any host coaching tips, or are you having your hosts do anything special? Do you feel like that has anything to do with the sales? Like, what do you attribute to having such high sales?
Well, I think it's a number of things. For one, I've had pretty incredible hosts. I mean, it's not that I haven't had a party that kind of went nowhere. I had one where the host pretty much liked posts but never said a word. So that was a challenging one. But definitely when the hosts are active and talking to people, it's really helpful. So I think that that's a large part of it. But before the party, I send them the packet of information, and I'm sending them a couple of the big catalogs, a couple of the small ones, their virtual party planner, a kit credit coupon, all of the monthly specials printed out, and that opportunity brochure that comes in the kit. And so kind of already pretty excited before it ever starts. And then I start talking to them like the Friday or Saturday before their party starts the following Wednesday. And not necessarily a ton, but touch base with them a few times, give them I'm so excited to be hosting a party or to be running a party for you.
Mm-hmm.
So trying to build a relationship with them, understand what they want, and then tailoring the party to them. I'm not using Post My Party because it's a little daunting for me still. So I am scheduling through Facebook on the group scheduling. So my day one looks a lot like Danny's day one, the pre-party. And then days 1 through 3, I spent a lot of time kind of surfing through the Pampered Chef PCU and all of the training stuff. So days 1, 2, and 3, I find out what they like to cook, what their friends like to do, and then I try and tailor those days to them. So I always start with a game in the morning, and then I'll post some cool new tool from the spring line. Then I'll introduce some kind of a recipe. I've had people who wanted vegan. I've had people who wanted brunch. Sometimes it gets a little schizophrenic when I have, kids in the kitchen and the wine party going on at the same time. But then through the day, I'll post like the power tool that went with that, and the supporting tools that go with the recipe, and I'll throw in, one of the cool new tools from the spring party or the spring line in every session. So I post 3 times a day, basically, a group of 3 or 4, maybe 5 posts in each of those time slots.
Mm-hmm. So when you say you're tailoring the parties to the hosts, are you doing that all throughout the party? Like, when do you find out, like, how do you, let me see. So do you have, like, you are strictly through like Facebook Messenger. You don't have, like, you don't have a phone call or anything with the host to find out anything like this?
No, no, it's all through Facebook Messenger, aside from the information that I mail to them. But when they say that they're interested in booking a party, I the first thing I ask them, besides their name, address, phone number, and email, is for them to start thinking about what they are interested in. What do they want to know more about? Which is how I ended up with some really random. I'm very happy this week. Both people wanted summer cooking stuff, so I can kind of use the same recipes, which is great.
Yeah.
But, and every day, the recipe that I use, usually only once have I done, I did the multi-pot on one, which was really cool because it was released before I was part of Pampered Chef and I knew nothing about it. And one of them ended up selling, so that was kind of cool. But it's usually, like the waffle puff pan or the quick cooker or the wok. It's one of the big ones that's been released in the spring releases. And then I try and pick up all the pieces on the fourth day, on Saturday. I'll do like breakfast, lunch, dinner. So I'll do the waffle puff pan and the waffle stick pan, or the breakfast cooker or something. So the 3 days are one recipe spread out. Saturdays are breakfast, lunch, dinner. And then Sundays I'm back to using Danny's format again. So it just kind of took the middle piece out and made it more about recipes, because I'm not a salesperson, but I have cooked a lot. And so that's what I'm comfortable with, is like, oh, hey, check out this recipe. Look at this cool tool or whatever. That's what I know. So that's what I do.
So I think it's really funny that you say you're not a salesperson, but you have some of the highest selling parties on our team. So it's very funny to me that you say that, because when we hear the word like salesperson, we almost get like that bad taste in our mouth. We're like, ooh, they're too salesy or whatever. But we can be salespeople without being the pressured person, or, you know what I mean? Like, we can be salespeople in a very fun and active way. And you're living proof of that, Vicki. So when you ask your hosts, though, I kind of have a question about this. So when you ask your hosts, like, what do you want your party to be like? Like, do you give them options, or do you just say, like, how do you ask them how they want their party tailored?
Well, the first couple of parties, I knew the people pretty well because they were Green Dot people.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of already knew some of their cooking stories. But then after that, when it was people from their parties that I had no idea, I would just ask them, what kinds of things are you interested in? I have changed that statement a little bit because I got some really random stuff that was pretty hard to fit into anything.
Mm-hmm.
So now I try and lead them with suggestions of stuff. Like during Waffle Puff Week, I offered brunch to everybody. I said, you can pick anything you want. You could do kids in the kitchen or brunch stuff or summer stuff, or, but anyway, I would try and tailor it to.
That's awesome.
And the people and what they're interested in.
Oh, I love that. That's one thing that I've thought about doing, and I've been like hesitant because I haven't really known how I would manage that with doing so many parties, and because it's so much easier for me to just have the same template and do all that. But honestly, that's kind of being lazy of me. So no, I love the fact that you even have like days set aside, and then you have like a specific day where you say you do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I also love that you're doing a lot more recipes, because I feel like now that I'm like hearing you say it and thinking about it, that when people just see products, they're just seeing products. But when they're actually seeing recipes that the products are being put to use, I think it's helpful. And I, for one, love like the Food Network and would sit and watch like shows of people creating all these delicious foods all day long if I could. And it's helpful to have the tools that these recipes are being made with, right? So I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. I feel like I could probably pluck your brain for a lot longer, but I want to kind of open it up to see if anybody has questions for you or for me or for anybody, or does anybody else want anything specifically out of this meeting? Like I said, I want to respect your guys' time. I didn't want this to go too long, just getting some information to you guys this month.
I have a question for Vicki.
Okay.
She had like a virtual party planner, and I'm kind of curious about that, which includes into our hostess packet.
It's actually on Pampered Chef.
Okay.
There's tons of resources of stuff. I have completely filled my OneDrive with all these forms, and I mean, I'm not kidding when I said that I was panicking, obsessing about, I had no idea. In fact, I even left this group and Kristen's group and Wesley's group in the first like 3 days because I was completely overwhelmed, had no clue what I was doing and freaking out. So I disconnected from everybody and spent like a week and a half trolling PC University. And what am I supposed to do? And so they have some really great resources there, like the virtual party planner is there, a virtual form is there. There's like tracking forms on, you put your host's name in, and then you can make sure that you've sent them the first email, sent them the second email. You post something about whatever it is you're looking for.
Laura, do you want me to screen share real quick and I can show you exactly where she found that stuff?
Yeah, sure. It could just be something to add on to the hostess packet when I mail off.
Okay, let me screen share real quick.
Thanks.
Because I actually, that is one thing that I haven't done in a while is host packets, and I need to get back into doing it. But if you go up to, can you guys see the screen? Head nod? Yeah, okay. So if you go up to my shows and then you go to, I believe it's show support. It's been a while since I've been in here, guys, so bear with me. Maybe it's show planning materials. Yeah, show planning materials. And then you come over here to this bar, and if you click on party planner, then it'll load in just 1 second. And Vicki, tell me if this is the one you're talking about, because, oh my gosh, it's not loading. Okay, so I used to send this to all of my hosts, and I haven't added this one, but I usually just print off this first page. That way you can put in like the details, their personal show link, and then this gives them a good idea of what they need to do. Is this the one that you're sending to your people, Vicki?
It's really, really similar, but there's one that is really specifically for virtual parties, and I am really sorry, I don't remember exactly where I found it, but if you hold on a second, I will post it to the team website.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I know they're slowly updating stuff in our back office to gear a lot more towards virtuals, because a lot of the company is actually starting to go more virtual. So as time goes on, they're going to start adding more stuff without, I can't say too much, but they do have stuff in the works of gearing more towards virtual, because a lot of the training online, besides like the PC University where they have all the training on the virtuals, there's just such a small section right now in that, but they are in the process of gearing a lot more towards virtual and helping out the virtual world. So I don't know when. Honestly, I haven't even been told when, but we are in the works of trying to figure out how to better serve the virtual side of things with everybody. So that's exciting. But like I said, I can't say more than I can. But as I'm able, as they give me permission to tell more, then I will. I promise. Trust me, you guys will be the first to know as soon as I'm able to tell anybody anything. But thank you for sharing all that, Vicki. Does anybody else have any questions? Anything they want to add? Tacey, Jen, Chelsea, anybody? No? Does everybody feel okay this month? Are you guys struggling with bookings still? Are you guys wanting more from us as leaders? What can we help you guys with?
So I would say on the booking thing about the post we were talking about earlier is if you guys have plenty of bookings this month and everything, then that's fine. I would say, do it for next month and get next month's calendar started and booked. So you can have that between that and then, the parties that you're able to book off your parties this month. That way you have a great month next month too, with it being free for all. So even if you feel like you have enough parties now, it can't hurt to look ahead in your calendar.
I agree. It's always smart to have your calendar booked like for the following month by the 15th of the current month. So like May 15th, if you want a very strong calendar or a strong show schedule, you'll want to have everything booked out. I know the baby is so distracting. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys can see the baby on camera, but it's so cute. Oh.
That's one of the little ones I get a cuddle every day.
Oh, oh my gosh, he's so cute. So bookings, you don't ever feel super comfortable with like what your show schedule is, because you could be very comfortable. It's happened to me where I'm like, okay, no, I'm good. And then I kind of slacked on doing what I need to do to get the bookings. And I don't do everything in a certain party because I'm like, oh, well, my schedule is pretty good right now. I'm okay. But the people that you don't ask now could have been the yeses that you're not getting from the future parties. So continue to do your systems and be booking parties through every single party. Do everything that you do in one party, do it in the next one. If you're friend requesting people, messaging them, getting the bookings, like fill your calendars to the max, because you just never know when you might have a dry spell, because it's happened to me actually very recently. So this month with the booking post that me and Chelsea are doing right now, it has completely just like exploded. So, and it's an eye-opener for me to not get super comfortable, because then my personal business will start to struggle. So, and for those of us who have teams and are leaders, like it's just another reminder to be on top of your personal business, because if your personal business starts to dwindle, then everything starts to kind of fall apart, because you'll be rushing to get stuff for your personal business, but then your team might not be getting the help from you that they need because you're focused on trying to rebuild what you have. So it's always a good idea to keep the bookings. And are you waving at me, Jen? Oh.
No, I wanted to say something about bookings.
Oh, okay.
So I haven't done the post that you and Chelsea have done, but I don't know if everybody's seen the balloon post that I put in the team page. So when I first started that last month, I was just doing it strictly popping the balloons for orders. And I was like, what the hell am I doing? I should be trying to get bookings with this as well. So I did that. In one of my last shows last month, I literally booked 2 parties instantly. And then the next show, I booked 3 parties. So it's worth a shot to give it a try and use orders and parties as a way to pop those balloons and
So Jen,
my parties.
will you explain a little bit more about that post, like what you're offering once all the balloons are popped, how you're, because like I think I tweaked mine a little bit, because I did one similar to yours where I offered like raffle tickets for orders and raffle tickets for booking a party and that kind of thing. Will you explain a little bit more on that?
So the way I'm doing it is I say once we pop 20 balloons, you guys will be entered into my May, or my monthly raffle, which right now I'm doing like a brand new item from March, because I got a couple duplicates.
Mhm.
So I mean, as of right now, that's what I'm using. And then I say once we pop all 20 balloons, you know, the host will get 5 extra entries into my host raffle for the month. And then I also note that if they book a party, they'll get a gift from me in their party. So that's basically I'm doing it. Not really raffle tickets, but as a like cumulative prize.
Yeah, that's perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say it's been working for me, and since I tweaked it to include booking parties, business has been a lot better.
Because yeah, I mean it's true, because a lot of people are like, okay, well, I can't spend the money right now, but hosting is free, so they can get entered by just hosting a party. So that's perfect. So yeah, Vicki just sent me the link to the party planner, so I'll go ahead and post that in the team page. And then Jen, if you would be so gracious to post all of that with the balloon stuff in the team page. And then me and Chelsea will post what we're doing with our post, and we'll just start generating some good ideas on helping everybody get bookings. Because trust me, you guys, you want to earn every single level of this free-for-all. So yeah, very exciting, and it's so fun to get free products. I feel what?
You always tease us.
I know, I'm sorry. But yes. So yes, any final parting thoughts or questions or anything? Nope, not tonight. Okay, well, if you guys think of anything, reach out, message, whatever you need to do, and we'll get it all squared away. Sorry it was such a short meeting tonight. I apologize. I wanted to watch my son play baseball. But yes, okay. So we will see you guys all later. Bye.
Hey.